It's 6 o'clock, and you're watching News Channel 10 for Central Texas. This is News Channel 10 at 6 with Lloyd Immel, Vicki Buffolino, Rusty Garrett in the Weather Center, and John Morris on sports.
And of this day, so help me God. So help me God.
Today is the day Ann Richards has been waiting for, Inauguration Day. And it's also the day our soldiers have been waiting for and training for, Iraq's deadline to get out of Kuwait or else. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lloyd Immel.
And I'm Vicki Buffolino. Half a world away this evening, 400,000 Americans, more than 20,000 from Fort Hood, face the real prospect of war. That prospect is no less real for National Guard and Reserve units training at Fort Hood, who are also watching the clock wind down. Sarah Fernandez now joins us live from the main gate on the post with more. Sarah?
Vicki, as for the surrounding communities, everyone must be holding their breath. Things are very quiet and very calm for now. Vicki?
Okay, Sarah Fernandez, thank you.
With the threat of war looming, thousands of Texans today turn to prayer in search for a miracle that would avert war. The mood was especially somber here in Central Texas, where many have friends and loved ones serving in Operation Desert Shield. In Temple today, some residents gathered at St. Luke's Catholic Church to pray for a peaceful outcome to the Gulf crisis in these last hours before the deadline. About 200 people turned out for the prayer vigil, which was one of many around Central Texas today. Several other prayer vigils are scheduled for this evening. Not all of the vigils for peace, however, have been peaceful. Reporter Joel Thomas joins us now live with a story of a peace rally on the Texas A&M campus that took a violent turn. Joel?
In other news, life goes on here in Texas. The state now has its 45th governor this evening, and the party is just getting underway in Austin after a day full of activities. Reporter Melissa Miller is in Austin following the activities, and she joins us now live. Melissa, it's been a full day, has it not?
It's really been a full day, very busy with festivities here around the inauguration.
Okay, Melissa, we'll look for you at 10. Thanks. And when we come back, we'll talk live with Texas Senator Phil Gramm, who's in the Capitol before tonight's deadline.
And we'll find out how a war might affect Central Texas school children when we come back.
High school students are watching events with special interest. Many of them are almost old enough to register for the draft. Janet Gregg talked with some of them this afternoon and is standing by now in our Temple newsroom with this report. Janet? Okay, Janet, thanks.
Should war begin during school hours, students in Copperas Cove schools will be informed. District officials decided that high school students will be told as soon as possible, while middle and elementary school students won't be told until they're ready to go home. In all classes, teachers will break the news to students on a class-by-class basis. Parents will be allowed to remove their children from school early, but are urged to allow them to continue to come to school in the days following.
The nation's capital is clearly on war footing this evening. Security is tight, and so is the flow of official information coming out of the Capitol. Joining us now live from Washington to help us understand what's happening tonight is Texas Senator Phil Gramm. Senator, the deadline is just hours away. In your opinion, how close are we really to war tonight?
Well, Vicki, I think it's clear that we're beginning to reach the end of our options in terms of a peaceful settlement. I met with the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense today.
Senator Gramm, thank you.
Thank you, Vicki.
And we'll check in with Rusty Garrett to see how things are going weather-wise this evening.
Don't go away.